Okay. So the moment I stream publicly, it goes like that. Huh. It's different? Because I put it on private and I didn't even encounter any problems. And I had the exact same setup as I did in the first stream. And then the moment I turn it on public, like do a public, it goes to, it starts having problems. Is that something? I don't think it is. This is like really annoying. It's just something I have to do, I guess, if I want to. Just go and do a stream, I guess, because I want to stream. Is it CCZ? Got the size right. The airship arranged by the mayor has arrived. Just on my way here. It's quite fast. We should reach so in no time. It was originally a cargo airship, but it's been specifically repurposed for the investigation to carry passengers. So it's just the two of us to board. That's when we leave. That's up for us to decide. Let's head out when you're ready. Alright, let's get moving. I'll give it some time, see how it works, and then we'll... And then from there, we'll see. Why is the model tweaking out so much? Like, the mouth is moving. It's weird.
Is that Lemnian Hollow? Looks like we're almost there. Luckily, nothing happened along the way.
Indeed.
Belle, you're jinxing us.
Target is approaching the designated location.
What's going on? We're losing altitude.
Target neutralized.
Is that Sarah? Oh my god. Ooh, I actually really like the design of this hollow.
I'm feeling a bit dizzy.
Well, you're immune to ether now that you
Thank
got
goodness
your...
for that space. What is this? It looks so weird.
Okay, that's gonna be something we have to deal with. Why is it... Why are you not leaving me alone? Okay, you do not have an attack. Okay. I was like, wait. But, now I understand.
Shippo, you're here. Let's get still. Release.
I am definitely not doing as good as I can. Okay. Because I'm trying to keep up with what's happening in OBS, what's happening on the main screen and what's happening in the actual stream. And I think my thing is behind. Give me a sec. Put it back on live. Yeah. I bet anyone was watching this would be like, oh my god, you suck at this. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm not the best at this kind of game. I don't know how to use her. I should look at the tutorial, especially since I got her.
Oh, there you are. Are you alright? Are you injured?
Yeah. Okay, we're getting better. I'm fine.
I'm fine. Shifu came just in time. The airship suddenly lost altitude and crashed. That was terrible.
Well, I inspected the crashed airship, and it seems that someone attacked us with...
An attack with a ranged weapon. So this wasn't an accident, but a deliberate attempt to hurt us?
Correct. Just now, I spotted a few figures in the distance. It looked like I wanted to chase after them, but your safety map... So, I searched the fissures around the crash location. Thankfully, I had anticipated trouble, so I brought a copy of Lemnian Hollow's carrot data.
As expected of Shifu, but who were those people that
It doesn't matter. Your safety is what's most important. As for their identity, we'll find out who they are in time. But that can wait.
It's the Exaltus.
For now, let's find a way out of the hollow and head towards Waifei Peninsula.
This is not good.
Shifu, was that a Yunquai summit technique you just used?
Indeed, the principles of such techniques are in fact rather simple. Corrupted...
I'm probably doing this wrong, knowing me. Oh god. I'm lost and pretty dumb. I just have to walk up to it, dear god. See if I stay still with it. I don't know if I'll be able to do this on stream, it seems.
Carrot data indicates a nearby fissure leading out of the hollow. Let's locate that first.
I don't think I'll be able to do ZZZ. Yeah, this would be the time where there's not a lot of interference on the internet. It would be the best, but we're already having problems with it. Fish are familiar with Russia.
Shifu, we finally made that. This looks like the sea. We're still away.
Well, given our health, can you swim?
Swim? Shifu, that looks a bit far.
Relax. It's only a last resort. The crash made a lot of noise. Besides, there's a waterway toward Phylum Heights nearby.
Thank goodness. Shifu, over there.
Oh! I wasn't wasn't actually expecting to hear. I think that's Chinese.
Hayat, 도스레 한번 사줘야 못해야지.
你哋係咪上下位飛地啊？等陣冇揾用但呢第一成啦。
唔使，放我哋喺後面就得啦。會有人嚟接我哋嘅。攞你飛心？
Shifu, what are you saying?
Oh, it's just a local dialect. Don't worry about it. I contacted your senior earlier. She'll come.
My senior? Right. Yunquei Summit has many disciples, and since Wise and I only just became disciples today, we're probably the
That's right. I have a few other disciples. Since you joined last, you are indeed everyone's juniors. But don't stress over it. Just treat them normally. You can also ask them for help if you need anything.
That's pretty. I find it pretty cool that they're.
Shifu, what are my seniors like?
Patience. You'll see.
So, this is the place. You said someone will pick you up.
God, that's such a thick.
Yes, I've contacted my disciple. She's on her.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Shifu. Fufu's here. Aha! So you must be the little junior Shifu spoke. Oh wait, you seem kind of familiar. Anyway, let me introduce myself again. Shifu was being all secretive before. I see now we have quite the interesting junior here. You've got nothing to worry about with senior Fufu around. If anything comes up, I'll handle it. Thank you so much, Senior Fufu. If I have any questions, I'll be sure to ask. Uh-huh. Ask me anything. Food, entertainment, training. Oh, I know a great tea house nearby.
Fufu, let's continue the conversation when we've returned to Swabian Temple.
I'm sorry, Shifu. I got a bit too excited. I'll take you to the temple now. Oh, would it be okay if I showed Junior Bell around on the way back?
Sure, I'll leave that to you. Then I'll see you back at Swabian Temple. Don't stay out too long.
Got it. Oh, right. Let me pay the boat fare. Thank you for helping us.
Young lady, it sounds like you're all from Swabian Temple, yes? It's not my place to take your dennies, no, no.
What accent is that, and why is it so thick? Now that doesn't sound Scottish.
Huh? But it's what we owe you.
I can't take your dennies. People like me wouldn't be alive if it weren't for you all back then. Anyway, you should go back and rest now. Oh, and make sure you steer clear of the hollow from now on.
All right, we got it. Thank you so much. If you need any help in the future, come find us at Swabian Temple.
Thank you kindly.
Well, Shifu's gone back to Swabian Temple, so I guess we're... Come on, Belle. I'll show you around. There's plenty of fun to be had.
My brain is not braining well today. It hasn't been doing that well recently. Stop giving me so many notifications. I don't know why it's giving me so many.
Junior Belle, this is your first time in Wi-Fi, right?
I feel like I have a headache even though I don't.
This is my first time around these parts. Then stay close to me or you might get lost.
Junior, come over here quick. You can see the cool stuff in the spot. Look, it's Indian Hollow. Yeah. You see the train over there. That is a cute. There's Phelan Heights. The mountainside, the train's tricky, but hey, that's cicada sculpture. That's right, they say cicadas will sing. See, dormant underground for ages after breaker gets. Swinging towards brighter light. That's meaning. Their families and the old.
Check this out! Wi-Fi's iconic cable car.
We probably won't do a long stream on this. Because it seems we're having problems. Seems we're out of the worst parts of the problem. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, everyone. Why the hell am I so disoriented today? I'm so sorry. Give me a sec. I'm gonna grab something quickly. I don't know how. Sorry. I'm just a little tired. The place is cool. Different from Janet's quarter? Yeah, you would expect so. It's a different region. Or not region. Quarter? I don't know. That's right, people call the street Lumux Road. Back before the city blocks were built, people would sell lumite ore. They'd mine from the hollow. A bunch of porcelain craftsmen set up their stall here. For a time, it became the porcelain market, and eventually developed into the bustling street you see today. You see now. I know. Just hit me up if you ever had any questions. Lumite ore. What exactly is that? Lumite ore is a special material mined in the Lumanian hollow that can be approximated as porcelain. Since porcelain can block ether, it's used to make equipment for exploring hollows. There are many other uses too, like making reagents for ether aptitude testing and whatnot. Oh my god, what was that? With the porcelain industry being so important. There's got to be a ton of workers here. This whole place just looks like a mining town. Yep, mining new ore in the Lemini Hollow used to be the miners' main livelihood, but that's how this mining town came to be. But now Thompson Apple's no longer having many original workers. Their employees. Okay. They want to do Thompson's. Okay. Kujira is pretty unique too. There's a but that's a unique dialect. If you want to learn it, you can ask you. You know, facts like this hit me up if you're learning. Okay, that's interesting. Oh. Wait, what? What do you mean a tea pet? Ah. I literally saw an ad on TikTok, not for that one in specific, but a tea pet. The market at Feilung Heights is just ahead. There are so many cool shops there to check out. Follow me and I'll show you around.
So, what'd you think? Not bad, huh? Yeah, the view from up there was really something.
I'm blind. I
Glad you
miss
like it,
jumping.
Junior Belle. The streets here are really cool too. Come on, I'll show you around.
Cup. It quenches your thirst like a cup of green tea. Now in stock, come and have a Josh and soon as your dim sum new specials every day. Did I get my lines right? That's right. That's right. Remember to speak up when you greet customers and even try showing off your kung fu moves. If you don't stand out, the customers will lose interest. About it, giving it a shot. Well, looks like we got it covered there. Welcome. So we said, wife isn't Mr. I just arrived. That's right, my junior cycle bell. Junior, that's been amazing. Well, then, since you're already here, why not give me a cup of tea? Nice clean. So will we actually be able to have this tea?
Here has a fresh, delicate flavor. Shifu likes their tea a lot too.
Great. As long as you needed more. How good 10 tools, you find anything you want right here. Mister, you love it. Why don't you have a look around my shop? I guarantee you'll love our unique selection of souvenirs. As my new disciple from Souvenir Hotel, I'm sure you'll be seeing this around from now on. So, master from... Well, then tell me what you want, I'll give you a special discount. Thank you. You owe a discount. We should back to the temple first. Don't bring me too much. I'll explore this later on my own free time.
Good goods. They have a bunch of fun stuff too.
Oh my god!
Let's come back later and pick up a few souvenirs.
It's just the chunky cats! Oh!
Fluffy is full of adorable animals.
Let me take a
I
photo.
always have to fight the urge to go in when I walk past.
I love the designs of ZZZ. Please come out, check Fluffy. The little ones in the store are all well behaved and healthy. They'll keep you company when you're tired, and they definitely won't let you down. I'm not gonna try to impersonate. I can't do impersonation. Welcome me to. Would you like to pet me? we get a pet? What do you mean I don't get to pass the truck boys? I didn't. At least the doggo is still here. I'll send that to my friends so they can. I wish you could like do a whistle feature that'd make the animals look at you. I like sending my friends, I like sending my friends photos of the, things I find in ZZZ. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I like sending them the photos of the animals I find here. That's what I do. I have... That's what I like. I'm taking these photos because I like to send them to my friends. I don't know if I'll like fully take them. It's a fatter version of my cat. Not a really good photo of him. Ooh, perfect. And then there's that baby. I gotta make sure to send these photos to my friends. Okay, let's get on with the story.
Compensation you promised before. Why hasn't it been issued yet?
We're not skipping.
When are the daddies coming? I have someone sick at home waiting for medicine.
Enough. Master Damien said the compensation will take time to process. Expect a reply in 2 days.
2 days? It's already taking forever. Are you stalling on purpose?
Don't push us too far. If you don't give us an explanation for the incident, we'll expose you to the papers.
Oh? You might want to rethink that. Master Damien promised compensation and he will deliver accordingly. That's his duty as the head of Porcelumix. But if you refuse to believe Master Damien and insist on causing a scene, you'll have to deal with the consequences. Don't forget, Porcelumix has access to the best lawyers of Tops, as well as many other necessary means.
I guess we'll wait.
3 days. If we don't get an answer in 3 days, we're going straight to Damien next time.
What were these guys arguing over? I thought there was going to be a fight. Something about compensation? A safety accident?
Oh, yeah. The captain who rescued us mentioned that. Apparently, there was an accident at the porcelain production site inside the hollow. Those workers must be involved. I think they were asking Tops for compensation? Sounds like that Damien guy's the one in charge around here. Seems like he's hiding something.
Yeah, you're right. Top subsidiary. It just sounds evil. If a shady company like that gets in my way, I'd give them a good beating. Just like the protagonist from the Demon Vanquishing Tiger.
The Demon Vanquishing Tiger? Oh, I remember that movie.
Oh, wait. My childhood idol! Though, I learned later on that she wasn't a tiger thyron like me. She was actually, but I guess that couldn't be helped. Tiger thyrons are rare after all.
So Senior Boo-Boo is really a tiger thyron. When I heard the name
What are you trying to say? Did you think I was an orange cat thyron?
Of course not! Just look at you. How can you possibly be an orange cat thyron? But orange cat thyrons are cute too. Unless...
Huh? I mean, orange cats look lazy and they aren't the best fighters. Not saying say is, I don't have anything against them. Yeah, that's my final verdict as your senior. Anyway, let's stop there with the orange cats and hurry back to Swabian Temple. Everyone's waiting.
Hmm. Okay, so we have to go do quests now. Boo. Let me. Juniors want is right over there, but the back entrance is closed off for now. We need to take. Hey, don't worry. Taking a long way around is totally worth it. I know a cool spot on the way over. Let's go. Follow me. Where are you? Bye. Hey, my favorite part of the game. The bears. Is that a dog? It's a dog. I just like taking photos of all the animals. And looking at all the NPCs too. Oh, this is so cool. I love ZZZ. Like, hello? Like, look at this. Look at all these different designs for NPCs. Like, when walking around, they don't feel all just copy-pasted like they do in Star Rail. In Genshin when I played it. I don't know about Impact 3rd. I played it a bit, but I don't remember much about it. But like, I love running around and looking at all the different NPCs. I was like, ZZZ's world feels so much more alive than any of the other ones because their NPCs don't feel like pasted versions of each other. Also, they're not afraid to get weird with their designs and stuff. That's good to know. And we can use the cable car. Does that count as a gondola? Oh, looks like the internet problems are going down. The hollows area, that's on Tom's equipment. Regular folks don't have clearance to ride it. Cable car into the hollow. Cable car goes straight to the hollow. What's the deal with that? In theory, although it should be impossible to build any fixed construct like that. Like this. Yeah, now it works. There's money to build cable car. Here's where that's interesting.
Up ahead! That's the temple's main gate.
Been around for quite some time. I love the distinct feel of it.
Junior, to the one and only Swabian Temple! You know, Shurian, the newcomer is here!
so serious over it.
Shifu.
Please excuse them. And welcome to Suavian.
Oh my god, I think this is my favorite of the group intros. I love it.
That startled me.
Okay.
Where did
That's
it
so
come
cute.
from?
I love it.
Maybe it's someone's pet.
I'll find a safe place
Let
for
me
it.
get
Check
alone
with
with
the
this.
neighbors to see if anyone knows where it came from. Fufu, since Belle is here, why don't you introduce her to everyone and give her a rundown of the
I
temple?
think that's my favorite.
No problem. Leave it to me, Shifu.
I forgot I had it on auto. I think that's my favorite intro I've seen of a
I'll
group.
take care of this little fella first. Belle, remember to come see me after.
Got it, Shifu.
Right. Let me introduce you. This is our new Junbel. These are your seniors, Yeishu Yen and Panin Hu.
Hey there, I'm Belle. I'm still learning the ropes here, so any guidance and support is greatly appreciated.
Oh, your reputation precedes you. So this is the newcomer that Shifu has been mulling over.
Hmm.
Very good. You look full of energy. Come, come. You must be hungry. Oh, what would you like to eat? I'll cook something for you. I'm in charge of the kitchen here at Yunquay Summit. If nothing else, I guarantee that my cooking will satisfy you, Junior Bell. If you can't decide on what to have, I'll just make you some chasu buns. My chasu buns will make you fall over.
Ooh.
Is it ordering time? Wonderful. I would like some braised pork and fried chicken wings and
Senior Fufu, Junior Yinhu is offering to cook for Junior Bell, not you. If you're hungry, have some dry bread from the storage. It'll mold if you don't eat it soon.
huh? Oh, you're right. I should let Junior place her order.
Oh.
I can eat the dry bread. Senior Fufu can order what she wants.
Why put yourself through that? Just let Senior Fufu take care of them.
That's right. Senior Fufu will stuff it all down, even if she has to pinch her nostrils.
Hey, you two! I'm not a garbage disposal.
Please, Senior Fufu, try to show some empathy. Junior Bell and Shifu just fell into a hollow and require ample rest and nutrition to recover. Speaking
Jeez.
of, we've flown in that airship before and haven't had any issues. Shifu even took out a new accident insurance policy just before her trip. Awfully convenient, isn't it? And all this was part of her plan to claim insurance.
Is she committing insurance fraud?
Don't let your cynical imagination run away with you, Senior Shuyuan.
Is she committing?
Finances aren't that terrible.
Is she committing? Is she committing insurance fraud? Just that what it is? No, this one wasn't active, but has she committed insurance fraud in the past?
Junior Bell, pay him no mind. He tends to question everything. But I must ask, what exactly happened to you and Shifu?
I couldn't tell you out in public, but our airship was attacked.
Attack?
That's right. Shifu checked the airship after the crash. Looks like someone launched a rocket at it.
How dare they attack members of Yunquay Summit? We'll teach them a lesson once we find out who they are.
This attack might be an attempt to obstruct our investigation. Junior Bell, I heard Shifu say you are Faithen, the famous proxy, yes? Now that you're part of Yunquay Summit, our hollow investigation progress will surely speed up. It's possible that someone out there didn't want to see that happen, hence the airship ambush. The operation was also arranged in secret by the mayor, yet somehow, someone learned of it. According to the original schedule, you and your sibling were supposed to take the airship to Waifei Peninsula together. If it weren't for Shifu changing it at the last minute and deciding to escort you personally, things might have taken a grim turn.
I see. It's all thanks to Shifu. Otherwise, we really would be in trouble.
That's right. Shifu decided to go because her reading of the trip showed signs of danger. Seems her divinations were as accurate as ever. With this airship crash, I bet a lot of people are aware that Yinghui Summit has returned to Suibian Temple now.
Don't worry, Junior Yinhu. With Shifu here, those scoundrels won't dare to come pick a fight.
What do you mean by return? Don't you live here?
This isn't where Yunquei Summit's main sect lies. Suibian Temple is just one of our older bases. Ever since the old capital fell, hardly anyone's come back here. We reconvened in secret this time per the mayor's request to investigate Lemnian Hollow. We tried our best to tidy up the place ahead of time, but the accommodations are still less than ideal. Please accept our apologies, Junior Bell.
I see. It's fine. I'm not too picky about living conditions. Thank you all for going through the trouble.
We have other core members of Suibian Temple. Right now, they're out on their own investigation missions. I'll save the introductions for when you meet.
Senior Fufu, Junior Bell must be tired. Shouldn't we let her rest? I'll prepare the food in the meantime.
Oh, you're right. We should let Junior Bell rest first.
Thank you, Senior Yinhu. But there's no need to cook for me. I'm really not hungry. I'll take a look around and get familiar with the place instead.
I loved that intro scene for them. I think it's probably my favorite out of them so far. Although Victoria Housekeeping's was also pretty good. You should probably read through this. I should probably read through a lot of things. I just send a lot of photos to my friend.
Have you met the others? Did they leave a good impression?
Senior Fufu introduced me to two of them. They've been
Glad to hear it. I'm afraid we can't hide Yunquei Summit's return to Suibian Temple any longer. Not after the airship crash. Since operating covertly is no longer an option, we might experience increased difficulty for our investigation. Not to mention that even the mayor's special airship route has been leaked somehow. Our opponent certainly knows what they're doing. But don't worry. No matter what they're planning, we just need to take them as they come.
These are the Exaltus, right?
As for the investigation, yes. Let's take it one step at a time.
Well said. Anyway, why don't you familiarize yourself with the area? Suibian Temple doesn't accommodate visitors often, but at least it's quiet here. If you have any questions, you can come ask me, or Fufu and the others.
Speaking of, I actually do have a question. Shifu, why is this place called Suibian Temple?
Suibian means something like casual or whatever in the local dialect. The name came from a senior member of Yunquei Summit. It's said that when she was scouting for a base location, she spent an entire week here surveying the feng shui. When the original landowner then asked her why she was spending so much time there, she said she was just casually looking. In actuality, she was trying to hide the fact that this place had outstanding feng shui. Eventually, she bought the land to build the temple. The workers kept joking about it, and the name Suibian Temple stuck.
And here I thought there's some deep philosophical meaning or something. So that's where it came from.
As for the reason why it was abandoned, that goes back to when the old capital fell. Story for another time, perhaps. Despite the temple being uninhabited all this time, everyone still took turns to come here and clean up the place. Since our current objective led us back here, Paninhu and the rest returned earlier to set things up and check out the situation. If the investigation goes smoothly from this point on, then we should expect to live here for a while.
Understood? I'll casually look her.
You're a quick learner, aren't you? One more thing. Now that you are a nominal disciple of Yunque's summit, as per tradition, every newcomer must receive a reading for blessings and to ward off misfortune. Come find me when you're ready.
What was that? Okay, I don't hear anything else. It must have been something else. There we go. Okay. Maybe it's the crushing suffered or That's interesting. Oh, let's do divination. Sunfire Harmony. Fire cloud soar alongside the golden crow's glow. Reality and illusion dance in the wave's flow. Health analysis. Four-handed massage to let your ki flow like a river, strengthening your back, protect your neck, and calm your liver. Health analysis. From a void comes wealth to stay. Take it slow, don't rush your way. Interpersonal analysis. Sweet words from red lips may seem nice, but beware the honey tongue that tries to entice. Okay, let's check out the divination ring. I just did that. Pick a place. Some fortune. Yeah, let's check the results of your fortune. Too much to fate secrets. You could only do one divination or scratch mark per day. Like, of course, this divination is just a demo. Won't count for today's attempts. Okay. Don't forget to ask. So we either do a divination, which I don't think it'll allow us to. Yeah, we're either doing a divination or we're okay. Bamboo named 20 seems to be looking for you outside. He said something about looking. It's the bamboo I heard told yesterday. Of course we got a video store over here. I love that. No. Over here. Belle, you're that's cute. Oh well, that's so adorable. Well, the tips for running the shop. I'll leave it to you then. The store this time as the tin master brought the videotapes I used. My category, he said you install when you have some time. This is good hands. Okay, it keeps our something really important. Well, I said recently, like the video storage temporary report back to 6th Street. Could you check it separately when you have time? Oh, so you can. I need to get through these stories. I haven't. Beyond like the ones that were available in the first one, I haven't finished all of these ones. But I have done that one. I'll get working on it soon though. What's up, 20? Does this give us like double the revenue, or is it? I'll see when I get back. So you're the manager of that 10 master from 6th Street. So we have arrived. Pick up one.
Everything sorted. Let's head.
Okay. Do you know what's kind of funny? No one really like would suspect Bang Boo. So, who other than a Bang Boo would be the best spy? Like, think of it. Like, would you expect a Bang Boo to be the one who is spying on you? Nah. That means they're perfect. So, and because Bell and Wise have so many, they're perfect. They have a lot of the perfect spy. Yes, I know I've taken a lot of photos of the chunky animals, but that's my role. I'm gonna spam my friends with chunky animal photos. Okay.
I gotta find time to sort the new stuff. This place is gonna be a mess.
Okay. Oh, I can get it for Wise too. There we go. Look, I'm so happy that. No, I don't want that. Listen. I am so happy that you can run around as the other proxy. I love it. I think it's cool. I love when series incorporate I love that they incorporate the two.
Belle, your room's all ready for you.
Grazie. Thank you. I don't know why I
Is
do
there
that.
anything else you need?
I don't know why. I'll just...
Looks like we have everything here.
Hello? Belle, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but aren't you using the wrong title? You should be calling me Junior Belle.
I love this.
Now's not the time for jokes. Shifu sent me a message earlier. She said that your airship had an accident and fell into the hollow. She also said you were attacked. What's going on?
I'm definitely not flying on any airships ever again. The Cunning Hares also had an accident a while ago. Why is the airship accident rate so high in New Eridu? I was followed by some strangers when I fell into the hollow. Thankfully, Shifu was there, so I got out in one piece. However, given everything that's happened, I don't think we're dealing with any ordinary investigation. Wise, it's best that you stay home. Forget about coming here.
I can't do that. What if something happens to you and I can't get there in time? I calibrated the remote functions of the HDD system, but a closer look at the observation data of Lemnian Hollow raised a lot of questions. The remote link can't handle complex real-time calculations. If we're going to process this problematic data, I'll need to be there in person for live updates. Besides, Ishra Shifu is going to teach us how to adapt to our ether potentials. I don't want to become a liability to you when we run into danger in the future.
I get it, but it isn't safe right now. If you're coming, we'll need to find the right time. Now that our whereabouts have been exposed, there's no point in taking the dedicated airship route anymore. You're better off with a safer alternative. I'll talk to Shifu about it.
Okay. We can let Shifu arrange the specifics. Speaking of, has Shifu taught you any techniques so far? Junior Bell?
Of course! Shifu taught me Yunquei Summit's secret cloud riding technique. Thanks to that, I was able to land safely during the airship crash.
I love these
Hold
two.
on. Are you serious? You're kidding, right?
It's true! Shifu also said, with enough training, even Eos can take off and ride the clouds like that.
I can't believe Yunquei Summit has such impressive techniques. Alright, that's it. I can't wait anymore. I'm on my way right now.
Wait, hold your bing boo. I might have exaggerated a bit. Don't worry about coming over right now. Wait for Shifu's arrangements.
I knew you were making it up, Junior Bell. I'd be careful if I were you. Shifu might put you through the ringer with her punishments. Carrying heavy buckets of water up a mountain, balancing on 1 foot for hours, or worse, standing in a corner by yourself. Scary stuff.
All right, I gotta go. Looks like something's happening over here, so I'd better see what's going on. I'll talk to Shifu about your travel arrangements.
Got it. Please take care of yourself over there. I'll see you later.
Leave me alone. Let me check some things quickly.
Eradicate all evil.
That's not what I meant. I literally was going to do something and then forgot what I wanted to do. What's up, pup? I gotta do a lot of events.
You must be the mystics of Yunquei's Summit. I am Damien Blackwood, head of the special development company Porcelumex, under the Tops Alliance.
Does your voice sound familiar?
It's been a long time since Yunquei's Summit last visited Waifei Peninsula. For an airship accident to occur upon your return and within my jurisdiction, please accept my deepest apologies.
He looks punchable.
I hear Yunquei Summit has become a partner of Mayor Mayflower. May I assume that your return was also at his behest?
That's right. We are indeed under the Mayor's commission to investigate the situation within Lemnian Hollow. I'll ask a disciple to send you the official commission mandate later.
Just as I thought. However, Porcelumex owns mining and refining equipment in the porcelain production areas. I urge you to stay clear to avoid any complications. After all, we must ensure that porcelain production and supply remain uninterrupted.
Thing. I mean, Tops has been pretty much portrayed as the villain this entire time, so he's probably gonna end up being a bad guy. But it'd be interesting if he ended up not being a bad guy. See, like, maybe if he did, and he'd give us more insight into how Tops functions. That would be pretty interesting, but I don't think he'll be anything other than a bad guy.
Uninterrupted production. But I just heard something about a safety accident inside the hollow from the workers. It was probably your irresponsible mining that caused the problem to begin with.
That's right. The safety incident Fufu mentioned can affect the Hollow. Naturally, Yunquei Summit must investigate.
Yes, there was an accident, but we've already locked down the affected area according to protocol and have provided
Definitely
aid
gonna
and
be a bad guy,
compensation to the
though.
workers.
Just by
For the
his
safety
attitude
of everyone here,
and
again,
dismissal of everything,
I
he's gonna
urge
end
you
up
to
being a
avoid
bad
entering
guy.
the porcelain production site.
Kind of like the IPC.
And finally, just a friendly reminder, the
Todd
porcelain
reminds
mines
me of
are
a-
one of the top
an
alliance's
IPC
critical
with
assets.
less war
It's in
crimes
your best interest not to
and
dig too
crimes
deep.
against humanity.
Whether you're Yunque's
Not
summit
because
or
they're
any other big name.
less worse than
That's
the
all I shall say
IPC,
for
but
now.
because they don't have the same
This is my contact
resources as the
information.
IPC.
I bid you all farewell.
That's what I think so far.
What's going on? This guy's got the face of a villain. He's hella suspicious.
Fufu, what exactly was the accident you mentioned?
Junior Bell and I heard about it on our way back here. I think some workers were waiting for compensation.
Yes, I heard about it too. The workers around here have been talking about it. Something about a corrupted
But
porcelain production site inside the hollow. But I don't know all the details.
So, currently predictions, Damien, bad guy. Just by general how the ZZZ has been treating Tops and how IPC has been treated by, Star Rail. So, like, just general, because they give me very similar vibes, and I know it's two separate dev teams, but there is going to be some crossover in, like, how this works and stuff. So, I think so Damien's definitely going to end up being a bad guy, 100%. And then also, I think another thing is that we're gonna see some. I think if we find anything about the teacher, Carol Arna, I think it's going to be either ambiguous, or ambiguous skewed towards negative. Because I don't think finding anything ambiguous skewed to a positive or anything positive is going to happen thus far. Although, it was pretty quick that we got Bell and Wise's origin in this, so I think... But, like, I think Damien is definitely... Damien and this corruption is definitely related to Arna... The corruption, at least, is definitely related to Arna's appearance. And depending on what it is, Damien, if he knows of Arna's appearance, could potentially be hiding Arna's appearance. I think that might be some information we might get, is that Tops is hiding Arna's appearance. It could be the case. We'll see.
There's been abnormal hollow observation data and an incident at the porcelain production site. Something tells me they're connected.
Junior Bell is right. As they say, the more you try to cover something up, the more it gets exposed. Sounds like we'll have to figure out a way into the porcelain production site inside the hollow. However, judging by what Damien said, it won't be easy.
Belle, can you use your hollow navigation tech to locate the production site?
Actually, I'm kind of curious. Okay, so one thing I don't know how important it would be to mention is that Honkai Impact, which is similar to this, like structure wise of the story, I feel like how the story is structured and how it's run. It's pretty similar to what I've experienced of Honkai Impact 3rd. At least the first part. I don't know how it is in the second part. But I think so, like, I think there's probably gonna be like somewhat so, like, Honkai was chapter by chapter, and the difference in chapters between these two are longer, so I think it's gonna have a similar amount of individual parts. So, like, I think once I'm done, we're gonna go look at some stuff quickly. I don't think so.
I called Wise earlier, and he said there's a problem with the Lemnian Hollow observation data. We can't analyze it with the HDD's remote calculations, so he has to come over and do it in Shifu. We have to think of a safe way to get him here soon.
Don't worry, Junior Bell. I've sent the mayor's
Gotta love
investigation
those.
mandate to Damien and formally requested his assistance in the matter. Since this investigation is now officially a joint operation, even Tops will have to think twice before trying anything shady. Besides, now that our operation has been revealed, there's no point in taking the airship route anymore. It's safer to just drive here on the freeway.
There's a freeway. You know what? It doesn't matter for Bell and Wise because they've been attacked in the air. All they need to do is be attacked in the sea. I don't think they've been attacked on sea yet. On any sea transports. So
The freeway isn't exactly risk-free either, but still, it's much safer than an airship.
In that case, let's divide and conquer. Belle, you, me, Fufu, and Yinhu will go question the workers. Shuryuan will drive to 6th Street and pick up your brother. Then we'll rendezvous at Suibian Temple. Don't worry, I'll do a reading of the trip before Shuryuan's departure, just to be safe.
So what I want to do before we do this, if it allows me to, is head off to the video station. Because I want to look at this. I think this has the place that has the guide. Yeah, we do have it. Okay, 4. So for this, for season 1, there has been, if we include the prologue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we can assume that each chapter from here on out will have, like, let's say 8 if each season from here will have 8 stories, and assume that it has a similar 8 chapters. Each season has 8 chapters, and if we assume that it will be in a similar length to Honkai Impact 3rd, at least this first part, I don't think we'll get any major revelations about Arna until I'm trying to think, because Impact 3rd, a lot of its story is also in the Elysium realms. Ooh, and that's a pretty long one. I think we ain't gonna see anything major that could be clearing Arna's name until probably around the 4th season. We don't know how long this is gonna last. It feels like it's going way quicker. But the only real judge I have against, like, how quick it's going is compared to Star Rail and Genshin when I was playing it. And the best one, I think... I think... I don't know, because, like... I think we aren't gonna see anything. I don't think we're gonna see anything for a bit. Okay, let's go back to the story. Just something tells me that we're gonna sorry, photo for friends. But like, something tells me we probably won't see anything for a bit. So even though we got a photo of Carol, why do I want to call her Carol? Carol Arna. Even though we got a photo of their teacher, I don't think we're gonna get anything major for a while.
Oh.
Speaking of which, no, we're about the compensation. We should ask about it later. Compensation? Yeah, there was a safety incident in the hollow recently, but we haven't heard anything about compensation. Ask Pablo and Eric if you want to know more, though Eric's still in the hollow right now. If you want to talk to Pablo, he should be over there. Okay. Let me look at the... Can we get a pet? I hope we can get a pet one day. Oh. So I'm looking at this guy. He's obviously a playable character. Or at least he's an important character. Because he does have a similar... I don't remember if I've seen this guy before, but he has a similar, like, level of design as... What's your name again? Chara? I think I say your name? They have a similar level of design, so it could be her. It could be like her. He's either... I don't remember, I haven't been keeping up with the posts, but I remember watching the trailer and I think he was mentioned in it. But he's important, I can tell that. But looking at the vibe, he's not with the temple. I don't know why I'm... It looks like he'd be with the Sons of Caledon.
Hey, you. You've been running all around here. What do you want?
Porcelumix must have sent her. I told you! They won't let us off the hook so easily!
Shut it, Paolo. You're giving me a headache. All right. I'll ask you one last time. What do you want? If you're here for trouble, then why beat around the bush? Give me your best punch, right in my face!
Why would anybody want to get punched?
First you get everyone riled up, taunt them into making the first move, and then you sue for compensation. Yeah, I've seen enough from Porcelumex's playbook, so I won't throw the first punch. Go ahead. The honor is all yours.
He's against
Just
Hobbs.
remember, once you throw that first punch,
Yeah, he's definitely
then whatever
playable.
happens
He's against
after will be
Hobbs.
considered self-defense. And then, it's my turn.
Please calm down. I'm not with Porcelumex. My name is Belle. I'm from Swabian Temple. I just wanted to ask you something.
Swabian Temple? What did you want to know?
I'm here to investigate the situation inside Lemnian Hollow. I heard that there's been an accident, but Porcelumex has been keeping everything under wraps, so I'm not sure what exactly happened. Anyway, I'm really not a TOPS employee.
So you're also after Porcelumex. My mistake then.
Definitely a playable
My
character.
name is Komano Manato. My
I
friend
haven't
is
watched
still in a
the-
coma at
I'm
the
very
hospital
slow
because of
at
this
watching
Porcelumex mess. So I came here to figure out what happened and to help him get
Who's his
justice.
voice? And I haven't been keeping up with a lot of the things ZZZ. Do we have his voice? Because his voice sounds so familiar and I do not know who O-E-N-V-A. He might not have his voice. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing about him because he was buff. English. Sorry. Is that everything? Oh, he was on 1.6. That's why he seems familiar. During the events of faith and story when the clans of race die. I am. Okay, I'm. Okay, so the voices I'm hearing are D-Luke, Sayu, D-Luke's VA. I don't remember the name of D-Luke's VA. Sayu, / Alejandro Saab, and
Since you're also looking
what's his
into
name?
it, I guess that makes us
Mirio's
allies.
VA.
Ah, thank goodness. I was worried that you were with Porcelumix and came here to stir up trouble. So you're also looking into the corruption incident?
I don't know these voices. This is annoying me.
Corruption incident? You know about it? Can you give me more details?
Certainly. I was on the same shift with the guys that got sick, and I saw with my own eyes how their corruption broke out.
So you're saying the workers on the Porcelain production line became corrupted? But shouldn't there be anti-corruption measures for operations inside the Hollow?
That's right. People who spend extended time inside the Hollow must wear protective suits and take anti-corruption medicine according to protocol. Otherwise, they'll be corrupted by
I think that's Alejandro.
Most of us who are willing
What
to
is
work
he doing?
inside the Hollow already
Saying?
suffer from corruption after the fall of the old capital. We need to take anti-corruption medicine as long-term treatment. Porcelumix provides the medicine, and that's why we're willing to put our lives on the line for them. But the medicine seems to be the cause of the issue this time. My colleagues who drank the medicine quickly collapsed. Some of them even had a corruption outbreak on the spot.
Oh.
It took so much effort just to bring them to the hospital. After Porcelumix learned of this, the first thing they did was order us to keep our mouths shut. Later on, I heard the good Dr. Lore say that there's something fishy with that batch of medicine. It was ineffective. Heartless company, they couldn't care less whether we live or die.
How could they? I never thought Porcelumix would stoop this low.
That's right. Damien ordered a lockdown on the affected area, said the place was abandoned, and forbade us from going near it.
Something doesn't feel right. I've got to find a way into that area and see what's going on. To tell you the truth, we are investigating for the mayor. Our goal is to find out what exactly happened inside the Hollow. If you're willing to work with us, I can help you and your fellow workers fight for your rights and secure better compensation.
Investigating for the mayor? Paolo, this is your chance. Don't you want to get fair compensation and treat your family's corruption?
You're right. And Yunque's summit helped us a lot too, back when the old capital fell. I trust you people. All right then, you have my word. When you're free, head to the hollow cable car. I'll ask a worker friend to sneak you in. As for the corrupted area, although I can't get you in,
I know someone who can. He also knows a lot more about the corruption incident than I do.
Really? Thank you so much. Don't worry. I promise I'll get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm. And if you need my help, you've got it.
Actually, there is one more thing I wanted to ask. Have you seen this person in Waife Peninsula? Or maybe you recognize the location in the photo?
I've never seen this person, and the location looks to be somewhere inside the hollow, but I can't exactly pinpoint it.
Neither have I. But don't you worry. I'll ask my buddy with connections to ask around.
That's good.
I see. Thank you both. I'll ask around too.
Okay. So, just from the impression I got so far, I think the Exaltus have something to do with this. I think the Exaltus are something. Have something in this. Because, like, it mentioned that, okay, it's not, okay, this is annoying. I don't know why my thing is so laggy today. Okay. Sorry. I think that the Exaltus are involved in this in some way. I think the Exaltus are involved somehow, some way. Like, they are obvious. There was the mention of the ineffective corruption serum, which, even though Tops is definitely hella corrupt, I don't think they would just willingly, not willingly I should say, willy-nilly do something like this. It was definitely a test for someone, and something, and the group that comes to mind that would want this kind of test is the Exaltus. And it wouldn't be surprising to me if... What are you doing, cat? Sorry. If the Exaltus were involved in this in some way. It would make sense for, like, what I know of them. I'm not the smartest person, and I haven't read a lot of the lore because I just haven't... Well, I don't even know where to find most of the lore other than the world quests, and I have a hard time doing world quests, just personally. But, it would be interesting, because the Exaltus, they would probably be the one that would want it if Carl Arna is in the area, because we should go off the assumption that whoever attacked us also knows that Carl Arna is in the area, especially since when looking at the scene, it looked like it was Sarah, the assistant, who was the assistant Exaltus, who was in the Exaltus. I don't know what to call her, but like, she's just been an assistant, but I think she's more of a mastermind. It's like, yeah, I think we'll see more of her either in this chapter or she'll be a later chapter final villain. I think if we don't see more of her in this chapter, she will be... If we see more of her in this chapter, she'll play a similar role to Bringer, but considering she's the only other Exaltist we have direct, like, watching over, I don't think we'll lose... I don't think we're gonna deal with her yet. I think she'll remain in the shadows. So I don't think we have to worry about her for a bit. But yeah, first thought right now has something to do with the Exaltus. Just the general vibe I get of Tops is they would rather avoid a worker compensation thing. So to directly cause this, they're either hoping for none of the people to survive, and thus no one to get worker comp, or they had a good enough reason to risk this worker comp, which I think, just from like what I remember from stuff, I think is a pretty good idea. Anyways, let's get back to running around. Let's get back to the story. That's just some things I've noticed. I don't know if it's gonna be true. That's just my hypothesis off the bat.
How's everyone's investigation going?
I haven't found any clues.
Me neither. They all refused to tell us what happened, presumably by order of Porcelumex. I also checked out the hollow cable car. I don't think we'll be able to blend in. Looks like we'll have to find another way into the hollow. Should we contact the captain that helped us to sail us there?
Don't worry. I found a worker who's willing to take us into the hollow. And he experienced that accident firsthand. Apparently, the anti-corruption medicine Tops provided was defective and caused a major corruption outbreak among the workers.
I see. No wonder the workers are demanding compensation and coverage for their medical bills.
Belle, is this information reliable?
It seems credible, but we still need to investigate the site of the incident in the hollow. Also, when he heard I was from Swabian Temple of Yunque Summit, his attitude softened, and he said we'd helped them in the past. What did he mean by that?
That was a long time ago. When the old capital fell, the members of Yunque Summit helped evacuate the civilians. Some of them were relocated here. But we haven't come to Swabian Temple much since then. I didn't think they'd remember us after all these years.
So that's the story. No wonder the captain wouldn't take our money. But why did everyone stop coming here? Swabian Temple actually feels like a pretty nice place to live.
Let's talk about something else.
That's right. Why don't we eat something nice before heading into the hollow? I'll prepare the food right away.
No need to worry. It's just something from the past. I'll tell her the full story when the time's right. Anyway, let's focus on the investigation for now.
Okay. First thing tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh.
My guess is, for the reason why it's been left behind, is a personal failure. Don't know what yet, but that feels the most correct.
Oh.
Okay. gonna close my window after, once we get to a point where I can pause. And I'll be right back. I should watch your trailer. Fuck. Oh my god, it's getting down pretty low. This is weird. Why is it? Okay, I'm gonna leave for a brief moment, see what happens. I'm wondering. I'm wondering if it's a general problem with my family's internet, or if it's because of our location. I don't know. Or if it's because of ZZZ. What's the internet like? Okay. Let me turn this. Streaming! I will do them soon! The thing is I'm constantly not at full Wi-Fi. And it's been a pretty common thing. Yeah, the moment I turn off the game, we instantly get better. It's probably has something to do with the combination of the game. Trusting you quickly dress because you're always feeling on the rain. We're gonna go. Nope. Like it's. I wonder when we're gonna encounter the other. What's it called? I think I can hear some of my family returning, so we might end here. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta end before 5, though, because I know it's gonna get worse.
Oh.
Is everyone here? You're ready? I'll lead you into the hollow. Alright, everyone's here. We can have the cable car connects. Set up cable car system. For the colleague, I'm switching chips with this. Don't know if it's real. My asthma around here, if you get lost, things get real ugly. Alright, let's get onto the cable car. Woo! Let's do it. We probably won't get it all done in one go. At all. I feel like this is gonna be set up as like a trap. Or we're just fighting on a ether. I'll get onto that soon. Hold up, how did he get in here? This is the production area. You can't just waltz in wherever you want. Just here. That's here. The mayor's unhappy with the production progress here? Sorry, I was being a little where else? Oh no. That's not good.
You must be the investigators that Paolo mentioned. Wonderful. With your help, we'll have a chance to discuss compensation with Porcelumix.
Sorry, you are?
I'm Eric, head of the Porcelumix labor union. We do what we can to help folks when they're going through tough times. Surely you've heard of the production accident by now?
We have a general idea. The anti-corruption medicine was defective, causing a corruption outbreak among the workers, right?
Yes. Ever since that happened, I've been assembling everyone to negotiate with Damien for compensation. But now I hear Damien's putting it on hold, waiting for a chance to cut the compensation. We're looking for a way to negotiate with him. We decided to take action. We can't let him get away with this anymore.
Do you have any plans?
Porcelumix is unwilling to compensate us because it determined that we can't prove it's their medicine that's at fault. If they wanted to, they could even claim that the workers were hospitalized from pre-existing corruption that dates back to the fall of the old capital.
Damn.
So, we plan on searching for evidence that Porcelumix's medicine is defective. As long as we have solid evidence, we can rally everyone to protest against this injustice and demand compensation.
But aren't you still relying on their cheap medicine to slow down the corruption symptoms? Even if you have evidence, you'll be cut off from anti-corruption medicine as soon as you fall out with them, right?
That's exactly why we've been holding back for all these years. But things have changed lately. Dr. Lore is willing to treat us at lower rates. Thanks to him, we were able to break free from Porcelumix's control. Now he's the backbone of the Union.
Oh, really? How did he manage to provide low-cost anti-corruption medicine?
I don't know the technical specifics, but I believe he used the early production facilities that Porcelumix abandoned and organized a group of people to privately produce it.
This medicine doesn't sound very safe.
Who cares? If we don't resist, we have no hope left. By the way, Dr. Lore is going to look for evidence of Porcelumix being responsible for the production site accident. If you want, you can ask him about the details.
Before I go, there's one more thing I need to confirm. Have you seen this person? Or can you tell me where this photo was taken?
No. I've never seen this person around here, but there's a lot of miasma in the background. Maybe it's somewhere deep in Lemnian Hollow. That's all I can say.
Gotcha. Thanks anyway. I'll ask.
I don't know why. I don't trust the doctor. I think he's a person with good intentions, but like just from the stuff I've seen so far, can't make any further judgments. But seems like a person with good intentions but wrong execution. Might be what they're going for with him.
Oh. You must be the investigators that Eric mentioned. He sounded so excited over the communicator, saying that the mayor's investigators are coming to inspect the Porcelain production site.
You must be Dr. Lore. I heard you're providing medicine to everyone. Is that true?
Eric really can't keep any secrets, huh? Oh, I can't believe he told you that. Just don't go spreading it around. If Porcelumix finds out, I'll be in big trouble.
Don't worry, we won't. But can you tell us how the medicine is made?
There's nothing special about the composition of the anti-corruption medicine. Actually, the most valuable ingredient is porcelain powder, which is common in Lemnian Hollow. I recently discovered an old production line that Porcelumix abandoned in the Hollow back when the old capital fell. With the help of a friend, we managed to repair it. I didn't have high hopes at first, but as luck would have it, those old machines began working. I named this medicine Alleviating Water. Hopefully, it'll help alleviate people's corruption symptoms and help them escape Porcelumix's trap.
Porcelumix's trap? What do you mean?
Have you ever considered that while Porcelumix has been providing anti-corruption medicine, they don't really want to cure these people working in the Hollow? It'd benefit them more to provide weaker medicine just enough to slow the progression of their illness, not stop it.
Yeah,
That way, these workers are stuck here forever.
Yeah, this is why I think the exaltists have to be involved in some way, or at least someone who's obsessed with the idea of ethereals. Because if this is how, because they want to keep their workers trapped, and they don't want to give their workers more than the bare minimum. So far from what I've seen, it seems that the corruption outbreak is an intentional result. Because like, again, they want to keep their workers trapped. So it has to be intentional, because this, well, some won't, it will encourage some to revolt and find other methods. So, to keep the quote-unquote peace, they would want to just continue to give them the bare minimum, make them have to rely on this. And this thing and the refusal of compensation will get a good portion of their workers, maybe a small to good portion of the workers, like, restless and want to make them not necessarily revolt, I guess kind of revolt, but demand the rights that they deserve that Porcelumix has been just keeping barely out of their reach. Enough to make them feel a little content, but not enough to actually let them have their own rights. So, So it has to be the Exaltus, because it's a very delicate balance. What they're trying to do. And, like, I just, considering how secretive they are about it, it has to. Because, like, from what we know, if I were to assume, like, let's say, because the Exaltus attacks the Helios Academy, which we learned in 1.4, and Carol Arna, I think if I remember correctly, went to go try to deal with them. So if she's actually alive, and not some sort of time distortion or hallucination or illusion of the hollows, something like that, then I feel like the Exaltus would be attacking her. And this corruption outbreak happens around the same time that Carol Arna was spotted. And if we assume that she's not a villain and is working if we assume she's not a villain and is working with the best for the people in mind, then something like this would catch her attention. And she would try to research and find any problems with it, maybe. So, that could be something. Don't know, though. Just enough to slow the progress of their own to stop it.
After all, nobody wants to work in the Hollow long term, except those who were already corrupted during the fall of the old capital. Porcelumex is deliberately delaying because it doesn't want its cheap long-term labor to leave with large sums of compensation.
See? This is what I mean. There has to be, like... I'll wait for it to get a little higher so I can talk about my theories. Okay. So, they don't want their cheap, easy labor to leave. And something like this would get some of that cheap, easy labor to leave with large sums of money. So... so, like, so there has to be a reason, because this seems extremely intentional for this to happen.
That's why we can't trust the medicine they give us. We have to find a way to make our own.
Well, so it's like, I think Dr. Lore, is gonna end up being a doctor who tries his best to give Medicare and medicine and care for the poor, but due to not having the correct resources, something is gonna go wrong. That's just what I feel. I don't know, though.
This path is illegal and very risky, yes. But at least it's a hopeful one.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of some stuff.
Dr. Lore, you said Porcelumex is delaying compensation, but do you have evidence?
Of course. My friend works in the local hospital. He checked Porcelumex's medical records and statistics. The medical records of the victims have been tampered with, so there is no specific reason for their illness, let alone any compensation process. They're clearly trying to cover the whole thing. Without hard evidence, they'll never process the compensation.
It does seem that... I do think this is a cover-up. This has to be a cover-up. It has to be. That's the vibe it's giving me.
I've been trying to obtain evidence, but that area has been abandoned and is ridden with ethereals. It's impossible for me.
I think after this part, I'm gonna end stream.
Since you're the mayor's investigators, you must be able to find your way in the hollow. If you can help me with the investigation, you should be able to figure out the cause of the contamination.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can go ahead and follow the carrot data and investigate the site. But the area's swarming with ethereals. Are you sure you'll be all right?
Don't worry, we know what we're doing.
All right, I'll go investigate the vicinity. If everything goes according to plan, let's meet up near the site.
I don't think I'll be able to leave a clean cutoff.
There's a good
I don't know if I'll be able to stream ZZZ. That sucks. Okay. Okay, we're getting a lot of dropped frames. Okay. And then it suddenly went up to... Oh, it's a general internet problem. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to push through this next part and then end the stream. It's all
The corruption outbreak must have left some traces. The ether residue wouldn't just vanish.
Why is it so... Is there anything I can do to, like, drop the change some things? Okay, let's see if changing that helps.
Careful, everyone. Ethereal's incoming.
It did not.
Insignificant gravel. I didn't expect there to be so much miasma around here. Is it because of the accident that happened?
Perception technique. If there are ways that using ether resonance. Alright, so you should be able to sense them.
Now, let's try a perception technique. Insight allows one to see the traces of corrupted matter.
This is interesting. Okay, I think I fixed our
Control your
problem.
breathing and feel the ether fluctuations around you.
Okay, so we got it more smoothly now. But we'll see. It's strong here. Something odd about them. It's strange symbols on the ground. I have no clue. Again, I think there is outside interference.
When the corruption outbreak began, people panicked and fled, seeking safety wherever they could. These ether traces must be from that time.
noticed the Fisher beacon. Things are saving me. Okay, digest on the vision. Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, this after behind. Mentioned is just ahead after confirming location.
Looks like we've got some tough customers. Don't worry, Shifu's here. Let's get rid of them.
Well done, Freak. What a nuisance. Strength and finesse. Reality and illusion. Evil shall be purged.
There we go.
We're at the edge of the hollow, but the miasma is still so dense.
This hollow's got a weird vibe to it.
Target, okay. I wonder, would these siblings be able to use this from EOS?
Attune yourself to the frequency of the corruption first.
Leave it. Huh? It worked! I just did exactly what Shifu said. Didn't expect it to work so well.
Whoa, your talent's kinda scary.
You catch on quickly. The potential you possess is truly astonishing.
This is definitely a setup.
Might have just been beginner's luck. Be gone. Anyway, let's keep investigating.
Yeah, the fact that there's the goons, the human goons here, it definitely means that
The accident site should be right over there.
Thing.
The ether levels around here are rising.
I wonder how much of
Must be remnants from the corruption outbreak. As expected, this entire place has been polluted.
Yep, this is definitely some...
If you work in the Hollow long term, can corruption really be cured?
We shouldn't linger here too long.
Feels like a never-ending cycle.
There's probably gonna be some bots here. This way. Character data and the Dr. Mark shows there might be something. There's something. Why did we get through it? You guys then.
That bamboo should still be around here. Let's go let it know what's up.
Be clear, all stuff doesn't land. An access card from the main gate, but I don't have any modding gear with me. Crack it. No problem. Leave it. Let me see that. Modified data interface. You should now you should be able to use it.
There's more and more corruption residue around here.
Careful, people. This one looks pretty tough. Got him. Superior ethereal. I learned from the
Out of the way.
Oh my god.
Reality and illusion.
Hello? I think he is one of the most beautiful animations so far.
Swift yet still.
Probably shouldn't have used that. Oh my. Completely unintentional, but still really gorgeous.
That one's taken care of.
Just try to fix this. between. Okay, so it's that one. Okay. Bam. First try.
Still fast. Nice. We should be able to get past now. To the skies.
Like, she can fly on her bird?
Carrot data shows the site of the accident is just ahead. You might find some clues there. Let's investigate.
Yeah, there's something. Looks like those big guys are up ahead again. What should we do? Can you guys defeat them? Yep. Awesome, I'll leave it to you guys. If we lose, let's split up and run in different directions. I won't try to get that.
Move it!
What a nuisance. Strength and finesse. Reality and illusion. Obliterate form and spirit. Release. Strength and finesse.
Bam. You're here, so you get this. I was right around to care of you. Iron Flux doing it for the money. Jeez, no way they should come back. Useful evidence, right? Totals, I checked out those surroundings and stuff like that. Stay vigilant. Okay. I wish it would fix itself. Okay. Hopefully.
Huh? Is that Dr. Lore? Isn't he investigating another area? What's he doing here?
Okay. Oh no, what happened? Did it end stream on my end? What the hell?
We shouldn't linger here too long.
That was weird.
Thank goodness you're here. Oh, I thought I was done for.
Huh? Dr. Lore? Weren't you investigating the outskirts? What are you doing here?
I just wanted to see if I could take a shortcut to collect some samples. I didn't expect ethereals to target me and chase me all the way here.
Suspicious. It is suspicious.
A good thing you showed up. Whew. Right. Did you manage to find any evidence?
We ran into your bamboo. It led us to all sorts of evidence.
Great. That should be enough evidence then. I also the area up ahead is where the corruption symptoms broke out. I want to collect some more. However, I heard ethereals over there. I think they've been roaming the.
Don't worry. We'll head over and check it out. If any ethereals show up, we'll deal with them.
Wonderful. I'll be
trust
counting
this
on you
guy.
then.
I don't know what it is about him, I just don't trust him.
This ethereal looks kinda off. Be careful.
It might have something to do with the miasma. It's sealed. It looks pretty gross.
Fufu, don't underestimate it. Watch out. Its attacks are dangerous. End it fast.
You got it, Shifu! We'll wipe that smug look off its face real quick.
Let's make this quick. The time. Too slow. Let's get still. Release.
First, my heads over to collect corruption sample.
This investigation was too risky. If it wasn't for your help, I probably wouldn't have made it back. Thank you all for helping with the We've now gathered sufficient evidence to lay out the details of Eric and the others just finished their shift and are resting outside the hollow. Next, we'll rally everyone to discuss how to fight. Everyone from Yunque Summit, I'm grateful for your help.
Don't mention it. We're here to investigate the incident anyway. Helping you was no trouble at all.
I don't know why I don't trust him. I think it's not a necessarily inherent distrust of him. It's more of like how his voice sounds. I know it's kind of bad, but like how the intone of his voice works. That's kind of like how he speaks is kind of what I give any suspicious character. But I don't know.
I really appreciate it. Your help made my plan go much more smoothly.
Your plan?
You know what?
What do you mean?
Well, I asked Eric and the members of the Union to formulate a plan to protest against Porcelumex. It's time to put everything into...
we're gonna end. I think we're gonna end here. Mainly because I know that that there's gonna be a video call soon. I don't want to take up too much of the internet. Like, just from my experience, having. Also, I think my medicine's wearing off. I'm starting to get a little tired.
This is the eradicate all. I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
We fighting? You wanted to?
Ooh, we really harmonize.
I'm just gonna run around for a bit before I make my decision. If we do continue, we're probably gonna go. We have this same thought process. Take photo of sleeping cat. She's either taking a selfie or taking photo of cat. Let's look. She's on some social media. How dare she not fall in love with cat?
Tea milk. That's just artificial sugar mixed with dairy. Our tongue soy is packed with real fresh fruit.
Honey, what score did you get today? What? Dad, can I have a bowl of shaved ice? No, you cannot. Mom said you've been coughing lately, so no cold stuff for you. So what score did you get? Dad, can I have a bowl of Casafia sweet soup? I think you can. I'll check if the children's soy stall has any hot ones today. Hold up, kid. What's your actual score? Oh, she's getting busted.
Got a lot of unclaimed goods here.
Old friend, new plows. Okay. I think I have to do. Do I wanna I don't really feel like ending the story, though. I'm kind of invested. What time did I think I started around 3? Really working hard on the investigation. How are you holding up since entering the hollow? I'm alright.
Oh.
Overnight, so might as well make most of the chance. making the food situations really hard. Let's go chat with her.
And from there, we do this.
What's with those moves? Are you working on a new technique?
Huh? No, I'm making plans. Look, what if we clean this place up, replace the floor tiles, get rid of the ads on the walls and repaint them, then grow some pretty plants here? Oh, and that empty space over there! We could plant 2 rows of trees, and maybe we could even install some floor lamps along the way.
So, are you planning to renovate Swabian Temple?
That's right! Shifu put me in charge of the whole thing. Even though it's named Swabian Temple. Yeah, Swabian as in whatever works. Since we're going to be here for a while, we'll need to... not just the living area. I promised Shifu I'd get this place up and running again. We're bringing back the glory days when the temple was bustling with life.
The glory days?
I never saw it myself, but I've heard stories from the locals. Before the old capital fell, Swabian Temple used to be a busy, bustling place.
Ugh, I need to watch.
But then people from Yunquay Summit left, and only a few mystics stayed behind to check the place every now and then. But now that we've returned, it seems fate has reunited us with this place, and it's time to bring it back to life.
If you need help with anything...
All right, let's get to work. We're good.
I love the bamboos. Oh, fat cat. Sick. It's funny to see the reflected 3 times. Anyways. Yes, I'm capturing every fat cat to my friends. I'm not gonna send every photo that I have into the friend group. Why are you in the way? No, it's not good. There we go. That's good. Really on the key helper and Wiley's and stuff. After someone left, they specifically sent Leon here as a bamboo place. So they've been hanging around here for quite a few years now. Good old timer at the Swabian Temple, no doubt. Leave the it's the master. Show that's the master. Master's been here for 4 years. Full time. So the master should be. But don't worry, the dog has been watching over. Lively again. We. What are you doing? I've had enough. I'm just gonna lay here. This isn't your nest. Stall. Ugh. We actually just like. A few steps. I don't know. I don't feel like trying anymore. Nothing maybe seems painful. I don't know. I'm supposed to do. It's empty. If only ends are here, I guess I should myself. So the action. So I went to say. So I was like, alright. No. Of course. Repay you. I don't have any jennies or anything. And let's replace. So you wanted to check out a different. What? We rarely send bad products. So dispatch my goods. Expensive. You travel regularly, you gather items or bring them back, where you can charge your battery through them. What do you think? I for myself. At your disposal, better way. fine. Send someone over with me. Help with if you got this. Yeah. Okay, it seems what we're doing is just going through and doing this. So I am tired and I am going to head off for the night. It was nice to stream for y'all. I'll see you at a later day. Bye.